we'll chant Om 3 times, followed by the invocation shlokas. Inhale deeply. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vedvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram.
Hi, sorry for being a little late. Actually, I'm not well. I thought maybe I may not come for the session, but then I did not like that I was not going to attend. I have got viral fever. Both husband and me have got viral fever. So I've got an incessant cough.
No.
But I said, come on the session. Yeah.
Thanks for joining, Chataji. No worries. Yeah. So as we are covering the Tattva Bodha, do you repeat the shloka, the invocation shloka after me? Okay. Vasudevendra Yogindram
Vasudevendra Yogendram
Tattva Jnanapradam Gurum
Tattva Jnanam Pradam Guru
Mumukshunam Hitarthaya
Mumukshita Vinataya
Tattva Bodho Bhidhiyate.
Tattva Bodha Vidheyate.
Okay. So in here we are covering the nature of creation. So in nature of creation, we said that Brahman is the root. Okay. And so Brahma has a specific power where we said like Maya. Okay. So we said Brahmashaya Maya Asti Satpata Rajastamo Gunatmika. So that means that this Maya has three types of three qualities. One is sattva, rajas, and other is tamas. Now, to understand this, and we also talked about this, Maya has the power of veiling and the power of vikshepa. Vikshepa means agitation. So there is avarana and vikshepa. So how does this work? Now, let us take an example. Okay, so how this Maya works in our day-to-day life. Okay, so think about a non-profit organization which is struggling. Okay, so there is a CEO of non-profit organization, the company is struggling. So, now we'll take 3 employees. Okay, one is, we'll call them as Edward the Enlightened. Okay, Edward. Okay, so he's a volunteer. He's a retired person volunteering just for with happiness. Okay, just he wants to give some time, so he's volunteering as a secretary for CEO. Okay, remember, Edward is secretary. Now, right across the CEO's office is Mark. Okay, Mark the middlesome. Okay, the one who is middling. Okay, so he is a accountant and he understands the balance sheet of the company, all of that. Then there's also another person. Let's call her as Ingrid. Okay, Ingrid, who is ignorant. Okay, so she is a janitor. She comes during the night and cleans the place and goes. So Mark the meddlesome, Ingrid the ignorant, and Edward the enlightened. These are the three people. Now, one day what happened is the lot of people who came in like wearing, I mean, like non-profit working culture is relaxed clothes and everything like that. But lot of people with full three-piece suits, they walked into the CEO's office. The doors were closed. A lot of talking happened, and like some muffled screamings also were heard outside. And they left, and afterwards, like, yeah, the CEO was perspiring and all of that, as in like sweating a lot. So he went to restroom, cleaned up himself for maybe 15 minutes or so, and then he left for the day. Now, what happened? So Edward, because he is the secretary, he knows everything that happened. So he's as usual, like he's a calm, quiet person, because for him, the success or failure of the company has nothing to do with him. He's just a volunteer there. Now, Ingrid only comes at night to clean up the whole place. So she doesn't care anything. Okay, I mean, she doesn't know anything. Okay. Now, for Mark, though, what happened? Two things happened. He doesn't know the truth. Okay. He doesn't know what happened, but he knows something has happened. What happened, he doesn't know, but he knows something has happened. So then his fears started acting upon him. How those fears are started acting upon him? The company, those people must be bankers who are debtors. Okay, they are probably asking to pay up all the money, so we are going to go bankrupt. Okay? So that means that I'm not going to have my job. So this kind of fears were there. And then, oh, maybe they are someone else who might have come to give a lot of money, okay, donors. However, they may be asking for like conditions that my CEO doesn't want. Okay, maybe they want more control, maybe they want to spend money somewhere else, etc. In that case, what happens? So like that, lot of agitation is happening. Okay. So see that like Edward, who knows everything, okay, he is not bothered. Okay. On the other hand, Ingrid, who doesn't know anything, there was no reason for bothering. Only when there is little bit of knowledge, but not complete knowledge, that is where the agitation started. Okay. So this example I'm giving is that Maya, in presence of Maya, what happens is that, see think about this way, right? I don't know. Okay, this is Brahman, let us say. Give me 1 second. Let me remove the spotlight. Sorry, the blur. Okay. So let us say this is a toothpaste, by the way, little toothpaste, travel toothpaste. So this is Brahman. So what happened is that Brahman is veiled with Maya. Now, when Brahman is veiled with Maya, okay, you can probably still see some of this. I don't know, like within this one, like, okay, so probably you may or may not be able to see, okay, you may be able to see a little bit of an outline, but not much through this envelope. Okay, so when this is happening, what is happening is that you don't know what is truth anymore. Okay, but something is seen. You don't know what it is. And then there is a confusion. So this Maya has a power of veiling, okay, which is covering. Okay, this is what we call as avarana. Once it covered, it projects something that it is not. Okay, this projection of what it is not is called as vikshepa. Okay, now for a Jivan Mukta Purusha, there is no Maya, so there is no projection. Okay, so there is no avarana, there is no vikshepa, so that means there is no agitation. Okay, so that is the idea. Okay, so this is about Maya's powers, veiling power and vikshepa. Veiling is avarana and vikshepa. Now, today we are going to read quite a bit, okay, quite a lot. So I want to summarize what we are studying, okay, in a series of PowerPoint, a few PowerPoint presentations, and then we will go into it, so that way it will become very easy. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let me know when you're able to see my screen. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, I can see.
Yes, I can see it.
Oh, okay. So what it is saying is that, okay, so I'll cover the entire thing like without using much of the technical terms, okay, and then we'll go into it, right? So Maya, so actually Maya has this tamas, rajas, and sattva, all these three gunas. Okay, so this is Maya contains these three gunas. So Maya is not separate from these three, it actually contains all these three. So from this Maya, first came space. Okay, Akasha. From this Akasha, Vayu is born. From Vayu, Tejas means fire has born. And from there, Apaha. Apaha means water. Okay, water means liquid. Okay, so it's not just water. It is not referring to just H2O water only, but it is Apaha means anything liquid. And from there, Prithvi, meaning any solid matter is born. This is how so that means that Prithvi is if you say like Prithvi's parent is Apaha, Apaha parent is Tejas, Tejas parent is Vayu, Vayu's parent is Akasha, Akash's parent is Maya, Maya's parent is Brahman. Okay. Now, in this model, what happened is that, now let us say, now I want to give a quick example. If you see, this is a website, okay? So I went to a website about Zoom, okay, like to purchase Zoom. So it said, like, if I want a basic user, it has all these features, meetings up to 40 minutes, 100 participants per meeting, etc. If I want to go to Pro, okay, what it is saying is that, okay, so basic is all of this. Pro, it is everything in basic plus all of these additional things. If I want to go to the next one, business, okay, it is everything in this plus these additional features. So that means everything that is like, higher level, that is inheriting or getting all of those from the previous one. So all of these are included in here. Okay. So in the same way, what happened is that the characteristics of these evolving elements, right? So we said, right? Okay, so here, okay, this is like a big table, but Brahman, from Brahman, Maya has come. From Maya, Akasha, Akasha to Vayu, Vayu to Tejaha, Apaha, Prithvi, like that. Okay, so see the for column 1, right? Okay, this is the derivation. So anything that is derived contained everything from the past. Okay, so like this, right? Anything that is derived contains everything from the previous. So what happened here? Brahman has Satchit Ananda. So anything that is derived from Brahman, they all have the Satchit Ananda capable. Okay, they inherited Satchit Ananda. Now we said Maya has Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So this is its own guna, okay. However, it also from its parent Brahman, it got Satchit Ananda. So this is called Swa Visheshana Guna, meaning its own guna. This is Swa Karana Guna. Karana means cause. Okay, so whatever the cause, that has all these gunas. So Maya has sattva, rajas, tamas, and it also has Satchitananda because it is derived from Brahman. Now, similarly, Akasha, now this got a special characteristic now. From Akasha came sound. Sound means Shabda. Okay, so this Shabda, so from each of element, a particular thing is born. From Akasha, sound is born. From Vayu, okay, Sparsha means touch. Touch is born. From Tejas, okay, from fire, the form is born. Form means Rupa. Rupa is form, okay. So if you think about Vayu, you can feel the Vayu, feel the touch of that air, wind, okay, like you feel cold, okay. You cannot see Vayu, you cannot see air, you can see effects of air maybe, like as in like, when wind is blowing, you can see tree leaves are moving, branches may be moving, etc. But you cannot really see air, okay. When it comes to space, other than it allows the sound coming through, but it doesn't have any characteristics as such, okay. But Vayu, at least you can feel the touch of that, okay. Now, when fire, Tejas has evolved from Vayu, now you not only you can see the touch, I mean, like if you put if you put finger in the fire, of course we get burnt, right? So you can feel the touch, but also now you can see it. It has got a rupa form, okay. Now from there, Apaha or water has come, okay. And now this water, what happened is that this has added another dimension, which is taste, rasa, okay. But like along with that, it also has got rupa, which is form. You can touch that too. And okay, all these qualities are there, okay. And similarly, Prithvi, okay, it added another dimension, gandha. Gandha means smell, okay. So the solid matter has a smell also. So all of these are the speciality, Swa Visheshana Gunas. But even though when you say Prithvi means Gandha, that means it is not just Gandha, but it also has Satchidananda, it also Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, it also got Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, all of these are there, but this is its a specific new thing, okay? So these are the gunas of all these elements, okay? So now that what does that mean? We are also born, okay, we are as a humans, okay. So now if we extend this idea, what happened, we are born from these 5 elements, so we have all of these, okay. Satchidananda, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, all of these are there. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, all of those are there for us. And then we have certain characteristics, okay. As a human, we have some characteristics. As a living being, we have inherited certain characteristics. As children of our parents, we have inherited some characteristics like that. So we have inherited a lot more, but understand that we all have this Satchitananda and we all have Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Okay, so now what happened is that from these, so initially these 5 elements have come: Akasha, Vayu, Tejas, Apaha, Prithvi. These are called as Panchamahabhutas. Now, these Panchamahabhutas, they are in a what they call as a subtle form. Okay, this subtle form, meaning they are subtle. Whenever in Vedanta you hear the term subtle, that means that you cannot see it. Okay, what subtle means? You cannot see. Okay, now this subtle form, okay, these so in the subtle form, they cannot interact with each other. Okay, so everything is subtle. So in Sanskritam, the subtle form is called as Tanmatras. So these are Pancha Tanmatras. That's what they call. Okay, the Tanmatra is just a what you call, like I say, just a technical term. Okay, don't worry about the word Tanmatra, but they are in the Tanmatra form, which means that they cannot interact with each other. Now, from these Pancha Tanmatras, our individual capabilities are born. Our individual capabilities, meaning What are those? Okay, we have 5 Jnanendriya-s, organs of perception or faculties of perception. We have 5 faculties of action, or what we call as karmendriyas. Then we also have manas, okay, mind, which includes of, when we say mind, it includes 4 components: manas, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. And then 5 pranas, pancha pranas are also born from all of these, right? So these pancha, what you call it, jnanendriyas, perceptive organs, they all are born from sattva aspect. Okay, mind is also born from sattva aspect, and karma aspect ones, right? Karmendriyas are born from rajas. Okay, rajas aspect of these 5 elements, and pancha pranas, 5 pranas are also born from rajas aspect. So how are they born? I know, like, this kind of like confusing chart, so I put it like this, right? So this is a little bit big. So, sorry, these shrotra, hearing, okay. So we said, right, like the thing is that, like, in the slide, what we said is that shabda is there, right? Shabda is sound. When there is a sound, what needs to happen? When there is a sound, someone needs to hear that sound. So a capability to hearing should also come. So the capability to hearing must come from this Akasha only. And hearing is a knowledge gaining aspect. Okay, it is a way of acquiring knowledge. So it should come from sattva. Okay. For us to experience a sparsha, for us to experience touch, what do we need? We need skin. Okay. That skin, again, that experience has to come from sattva alone. Okay. For us to see the fire, rupa, okay, we need eyes. So vision aspect must be there. And that again is, because it's also knowledge gaining, it is also from sattva aspect. Rasa, taste, to taste something, I need tongue. Okay, okay. So that's what jihva are, right? Okay. So that is coming from water. And for us to smell something, we need nose. Okay. So now, if you see here, Shrotra is a capability to hear, Tvak is capability to touch, Chakshu is capability to see, Rasana is the capability to taste, Grahana is capability to taste. And as I mentioned, they all came from the Sattva aspect of these 5 elements. Okay. Please feel free to stop me whenever you have any question. Okay, so don't wait. Okay. Now what happened? Mind. Okay, so when I say mind, it is all-inclusive mind. What is happening in my mind? Mind is the one that is synthesizing this hearing, touching, vision, taste, and smell, all of them. Right? So, I mean, I think we gave this example before, is that if you go to a restaurant and order some food, okay, and it is coming with a sizzle, the sizzling is heard through our ears. The aroma of the food is experienced by our nose. The look and feel of that is experienced by our eyes. If we touch, okay, if it is hot or cold, that can be experienced by our hand. And the taste is experienced by our tongue. But who is synthesizing all of this? Is mind. Mind is synthesizing that this smell, this taste, this touch, all of them together. Okay? It is experiencing all of them together. Because of that, it should have the sattva guna of Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, and Prithvi, all the 5. So because of that, what happened is this mind, whatever this mind, which is we are calling it Antakarna, I'll tell you why we'll call Antakarna later on. Okay. So it is derived from the sattva of all the 5 elements. Okay? Is that clear?
Can you repeat it, please, Venkatji?
Yeah.
The mind?
Okay. So now, if I look at my hand can touch something and experience whether it is hot or cold. But it doesn't know the taste. It cannot see. Okay. Similarly, my eyes can see, but it cannot taste. They cannot taste either. The tongue that tastes cannot see. So like that, each element, each of these Jnanendriyas are limited to only one function. Who needs to combine all these experiences together and let us experience in one coherent experience? Okay, let us say it is I don't know, I'll just put, okay, so malai kofta. Okay, this malai kofta, okay, so you're picking with a fork, right? Okay, fork or a spoon, and you're taking this malai kofta with fried rice. This malai kofta is round, and I put it in my mouth. Yes, this is round and tasty, and it is little bit salty, whatever, right? All of them is happening when? All of them are happening simultaneously. How come I am able to experience all of it together is because of presence of mind. Okay? Because it is experienced through the presence of mind, so this mind should have the ability to experience the taste. It should have the ability, not directly, but indirectly. Okay. It should have the ability to experience touch. It should have the ability to experience smell, uh, and ability to see and all of that through all of these, right? So all the Pancha Jnanendriyas. So as a result, it should be born from, it should have inherit all these capabilities, Akasha Sattva, Vayu Sattva, Agni Sattva, Jala Sattva, etc. So that's why it came from all the 5 elements, Sattva of all 5 elements. Okay. Now, this is Jnanendriyas is all about knowledge aspect. Karmendriyas means what? Karma means performing an action. So for us to do action, what we need is Rajas is required. Okay, Rajas is activity. Okay, activity, agitation, movement, etc. So just like we have 5 Jnanendriyas, we also have 5 Karmendriyas. Okay, Vak, Pani, Pada, Upastha, Guda. Okay, so these 5 are the Karmendriyas. Now, for these Karmendriyas, obviously they need to get power from somewhere, right? So those came from Vak, the speech. Okay, it came from the Rajas of Akasha. Okay, why? Because again, the speech is also going through, is becoming sound. So that is why it is connected to Akasha. Hearing, corresponding to hearing is this speech. That is why. Okay. Now, there's no one-to-one correlation between all of this. Okay. Just for this one alone. Now, Pani means usually which says hands. Okay. But like what it is referring is ability to grasp, hold things, etc. So that has come from Vayu's Rajas. So then someone asked this, I mean, like, I know like some, actually, from Tejamanandaji, Puja Guruji, he said this, right? So if I need to lift a weight, okay, I'll just pick it up something and lift it. If now, let us say if I need to lift something heavy, maybe 20 kilos. 20 kilos is like 50 pounds. Okay. If I want to lift 20 kilos, I cannot just lift like that. Okay. I need a little bit energy. Okay. So when I lift, what I am doing, I am inhaling. Okay. And I lift. Okay. So now he asked, imagine you just exhale everything and try to lift. As in like, and like get rid of the entire air and lift, and we cannot lift much. Okay, our capacity is going down significantly. Our capacity to lift anything goes much higher only when we inhale and our chest is full of air. Okay, so that's an example why, I mean, like that's a correlation. He said why the grasping is related to Vayu. Okay, Pada, okay, similarly, Pada means legs. Okay, and now it is referring to all locomotive activities, like all like movement activities. They all came from Agni's Rajas. Okay, Upastha, the procreation, okay, it came from the Rajas of Jala or Jala or Apaha, either Jala or Apaha. Okay, they both are same. And excretion, okay, it came from Prithvi's Rajas. Okay, now just like our entire mind came from the sattva of 5 elements, it is said Pancha Pranas came from Rajas of all 5 elements. Okay, we talked about Pancha Pranas as prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, all those 5 vayus came from Rajas of these 5 elements. Corresponding to each of these elements for Shrotra, there is a Devata. Okay, so these Devatas are were Vedic Devatas. Okay, so for Shrotra, there is a Devata called Dik Devata. Okay, so Dik means directions. Okay, now there, whatever was mentioned in Vedas, not all Devatas have got prominence in Purana. So we don't know much about this Dik Devata because this Dik Devata is not referred in any of the Puranas, later Puranas. And Tvak, okay, Vayu Devata, Chakshu, Surya Devata, Rasana, Varuna Devata, Ghana, the smell, Ashwini Kumaras. Ashwini Kumaras are, so Varuna is a god of water, you know. Surya is sun god, you know. Vayu means air, okay. That you know. Ashwini Kumaras are celestial, what you call like a doctors. Okay, so they are the doctors of Devaloka. One is a surgeon, other is a pharmacist equivalent. Okay, so I mean, they have one specialty is surgery, other specialty is medication. Okay, so Ashwini Kumaras are considered as the fathers of our Ayurveda, the traditional Indian medicine. Okay, now this mind, okay, we said that it has got 4 aspects: Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. So for each of them, there is specific Devata. Manas has Chandra, Buddhi has Brahma. Brahma is not same as Brahman, but Brahma is Brahmaji with 4 heads. Okay. Chitta, Vasudeva. Okay, Vasudeva is same as Vishnu. For Ahankara, it is Rudra. It is like a form of Shiva. Okay. So now, important thing is that, like, you know, you don't have to remember any of these. I mean, like, interesting thing is that, I mean, like, you don't have to worry about any of these things because this is all information only. Okay. We haven't covered this, right? For Vak, for speech, it is the presiding deity is Agni, fire. For Pani, for hands, it is Indra. For locomotion, for movement, it is Vishnu. And for procreation, it is Prajapati. And for excretion, it is Yama. Okay. Again, there is some correlation, like when you give speech, you consume energy. Okay, so that is why Agni. And then also you even in English, you say like it is a fiery speech, etc. Fiery meaning fiery, fire. Okay, speech is always associated with fire, even whether it's east or west. Then, for example, if you take a Pada, movement is Vishnu because Vishnu means Sarvavyapta. Okay, so Vishnu means whatever is spread all over is Vishnu. Whatever is spread all over is like as existence. So movement is also like, okay, so you are trying to spread all over, like going from one place to another. So that's why it is Vishnu. Okay, Upastha. So Prajapati Deva in our Puranas usually is responsible for increasing the population. Okay, so that is why for procreation it is Prajapati, And excretion is again linked to Yama, the god of death, or the deity of death, because it is said that it is like the whole, like even like when our life is also goes, it also is like an excretion, number one. And then also it is said that majority of the time when someone loses their life, they may excrete a little bit. So all of those are the reasons why these preceding deities were given. Okay. Again, this is all. So this is all information. See, like until what we studied, right? Until last session, they are all very important and they need to be remembered. This is referential material, reference material. Okay. And then what else is there? So now, so this mind is defined as samshayatmika buddhi, nischayatmika manaha. Samshayatmika sankalpa vikalpa samshayatmika. Okay, sankalpa vikalpa means you are constantly making some ideas and letting go. Okay, and then once you come to a decision, that is a buddhi or intellect. Okay, nischayatmika. Okay, chitta means bringing back your memories. And ahankara means kartritva bhoktritva bhavana means sense of doership. So we'll come to come to all of this again, but like I want to summarize everything that we are going to study. Okay. So for example, tomorrow is we have a function at home. So for this function, what do I need to cook? Should I make eggplant curry? Okay, eggplant means like brinjal. Okay. No. Like I don't think everybody can eat eggplant. Okay, how about we do tomatoes? Oh, okay, yeah, tomatoes sounds good. How about so like that? Right? We are going back and forth, back and forth. Then no. Actually, not tomato curry. Okay, it is like too bland. Okay, so let's do beans with cabbage. Like that. Okay, so then you are going back and forth, back and forth. That is mind. But buddhi is one who has a reasoning, one who has a decision making. That means what? Let's say Paddy said something bad to me. Like he's my childhood friend Paddy, so that's why I am picking on him. Okay, he yelled at me. Should I yell back at him? What should I say? He yelled me once, so I should yell back at him 2 times. Okay, so these kind of thoughts, all this come, etc. Right? But what does the intellect says? He yelled at you because you made a mistake. So just accept the mistake and apologize. Okay. So the buddhi is the reasoning and that is the decision making. And once buddhi says do it, then we do it. Okay. And I apologize. Sorry, Paddy, I hurt you. That's why you yelled me. You let me. I understand. I'm sorry. Please forget and forgive. So this is what buddhi does. Now, chitta is reflecting. Reflecting means in a similar situation like this, what happened before? Okay, what is this? Okay, so for example, right, if I show you this again, this tube, what do you say? Oh, this is a toothpaste. How do you know? Because you have seen a similar toothpaste tube, maybe a bigger one in the past. So that recollection aspect is chitta. And when you recollected, what you say? Oh, I knew what it was. It was a toothpaste. Okay, that I knew, I did it, I experienced it. So that kind of I did it, I experienced it, that kind of a aspect is called as ahankara or ego. Okay. Now, in when we studied okay, actually, like I think we'll go through the other portion later on. Okay, so we'll pause here and we'll turn to our text now. Okay. Now, let us go through our, let me just go to my, so we covered until, in the last session, we covered until maybe we covered, let me check it. Oh yeah. Brahmashaya Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika Maya. I think that's what we covered. So now we'll pick up from here. Okay. Can one of you go off mute and repeat after me? Tataha
ततः
Akashaha
आकाशः
Sambhutaha.
सम्भूतः
Akashat
आकाशात्
Vayuhu.
वायुः
Vayoho
वायोः
Tejaha.
तेजः
Tejasa
तेजस
Apaha.
आपः
Okay. Abdhyaha
अभ्यः
Prithvi.
पृथिवी.
Okay. So here, so what it is saying is that like we are going to like whatever we have covered, right? Tataha. Tataha means from that. From that means what are we talking about? Brahman associated with Maya. Okay. So that Brahman associated with Maya means that is Ishvara. So from that Ishvara, what has come? Akashaha Sambhutaha. Akashaha means space. Space has emerged. Okay. So this going back to our thing. Okay. That is Brahman. Okay, let me actually put the slide again, show the slide again, so that will make it simpler. One second, where is my share button? Okay, so now, okay, to say, so from that, Akasha has born. Akashat Vayuhu. Okay, from space, Vayu has emerged. Vayoho Tejaha. So from Vayu, fire has emerged. Tejasa Apaha. From fire, water has emerged. Abdhyaha. Abdhi means the collection of water is called Abdhi. So, for example, ocean is also called Abdhi, like that, right? So, but here from water, Prithvi. So from water, Prithvi has emerged. So now what happens is Brahman is the substratum of Maya as Ishvara, right? The creation that is happening through Maya is happening right in Brahman. Okay, so that is the important part. So the entire creation that is happening through Maya is happening in Brahman alone. There's nothing outside of Brahman. Please remember that important part. Okay. Now, as we covered here, right? As Akasha, Vayu, etc. are all born from Maya. All these Panchabhutas get the qualities of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, and the composition of Maya in its entire creation. Okay, so this composition of Maya is there in entire creation. So you have Maya, I have Maya, we all have Maya. Okay, so sorry. So that means, and then also remember that Brahmashaya means it is saying that, remember that Maya doesn't have, Maya is dependent in Brahman. Because Maya is dependent in Brahman, Maya doesn't have any independent existence. Okay. And we said like whatever doesn't have independent existence, it is mithya. Okay. So because Maya is seen, but it is not true. Okay. So, and so now whenever something is born, okay, so what happened? Everything came from Maya. So that means Maya is the material cause for the universe. Okay. However, Maya on its own doesn't have the ability to create the universe unless there is the Brahman aspect is there. So that is the what we call efficient cause of the universe. Okay. So, but Maya plus Brahman together, we said, okay, so these two together we call it as Ishvara. So because of that, Ishvara, okay, when Brahman is identified with Maya, Brahman is called as Ishvara. So that Ishvara is the material cause of the universe as well as efficient cause of the universe. Efficient cause means the sentient cause of the universe. Okay. So that means what is happening is that because Ishvara is both Upadana and Nimitta Karana. Okay, the entire universe is not different from Ishvara. Okay, so that means you see, even when we are reading all of this, we need to remember the core essential point. So that means what? See, like every aspect has got Satchidananda, every aspect has got Sattva Rajas Tamas. So I have Sattva Rajas Tamas, you have along with Satchidananda, you have Satchidananda with Sattva Rajas Tamas. What it means is that I can see God whether I open my eyes, because God is pervading throughout the universe, or when I close my eyes, because God is within me. Okay, so this is a fundamental aspect we should remember. Okay, and we said that we already now. So I also mentioned that these are all called as, these elements are called as Tanmatras, I mentioned, right? So Tanmatras means Tat plus Matra is Tanmatra, means that alone. Tat Matra. Tat means that, Matra means alone. That alone means that they are in a Sukshma Rupa. Because they are in their Sukshma, pure form, without any mixture, they cannot be perceived by any senses. Okay? And this creation of all these elements is done at a Brahmanda level, means at a cosmic level. Okay. Now, so now what we are going to, so let us go to the next section. Okay. So let me stop sharing. Okay. So please go off mute and repeat after me. Etesham
एतेषां
Panchatattvanam
पञ्चतत्त्वानां
Madhye
मध्ये
Akashasya
आकाशस्य
Satvika
सात्विकः
Amshat
अभ्यात् अंशात्
Shrotra
श्रोत्र
Indriyam
इन्द्रियं
Sambhutam
सम्भूतं
Vayoho
वायोः
Satvikamshat
सात्विकांशात्
Tvak
त्वा
Indriyam
त्वत् इन्द्रियं
Sambhutam
सम्भूतम्
Agnehe
अग्नेः
Satvika
सात्विक
Amshat
अंशात्
Chakshuhu
चक्षुः
Indriyam
इन्द्रियं
Sambhutam
सम्भूतं
Jalasya
जलस्य
Satvika
सात्विक
Amshat
अंशात्
Rasanendriyam
रसनेन्द्रियं
Sambhutam
सम्भूतं
Prithivyaha
पृथिव्याः
Satvika
सात्विक
Amshat
अंशात्
Granendriyam
ज्ञानेन्द्रियं
Grana
घ्राणेन्द्रियं
Sambhutam.
सम्भूतं
Thank you. Okay. So now the passage. So this passage is again enumerating about how the Jnanendriyas are born. So what did it say? Okay, so let me share it back again. Okay. 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 So what did it say? Etesham Panchatattvanam. Etesham means from these Panchatattwas. Panchatattwas we're talking about these 5 elements, which are Akasha, Vayu, okay, Agni, Apaha, Prithvi. From these 5, okay, Akasha has a Sattvic Amsha. Akasha has Sattva, right? From Akasha's Sattva, okay, Akashasya Sattvikamshat Shrotrendriyam Sambhutam. Shrotra Indriyam. Shrotra means faculty of hearing. Shrotra Indriyam has born. Okay. Vayoho Sattvikamshat Vayus Sattva Amsha. From there, Tvak Indriyam. Tvak, faculty of touch, has born. Agnehe, fire. Satvikamshat. Okay, from the sattva guna of Agni. Okay, Chakshuhu Indriyam. Chakshuhu is faculty of vision. Okay, Chakshu Indriyam has been born. Jalasya. Yes, oh, this water is here. Jalasya Satvika Amshat. Okay, from the sattva aspect of Jala, water, Rasana, faculty of taste, has been born. Prithivyaha. Okay, earth, Satvika Amshat, from Satvika aspect of Prithvi, Grana, faculty of smell, is born. Okay, so here, now remember, one interesting thing is that the creation of Jnanendriyas are not created at human level. Okay, so these are again created at cosmic level, Brahmanda level, not at an individual level. These are the cosmic Jnanendriyas. All jivas across entire universe, that include even like deities like Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, etc. Okay, and these Jnanendriyas are created from 5 Tanmatras Sattva aspect. Okay, so as a result, Jnanendriyas have the ability to perceive knowledge. Okay, so that's why we use the word Jnana. Okay, all these Jnanendriyas, again, because these Jnanendriyas are all cosmic in nature, every jiva in this world, okay, every jiva in this world means everybody, including me, an elephant, an ant, everybody, all of us will get a portion of this Jnanendriyas. Okay, so that means that me as individual Venkat, I get a small portion of these 5 Jnanendriyas, and ant also will get these 5 Jnanendriyas. What do you call, like an amoeba also get these 5 Jnanendriyas. So now that means that, what do you mean by amoeba gets 5 Jnanendriyas? Now, amoeba cannot see or touch or anything like that. It is a unicellular organism. But okay, or maybe a tree is a living organism, living thing. It cannot see or anything. So what it is that these are the faculties that are provided. However, for them to use this, you need physical apertures. Like physical apertures, meaning like I have the ability to see that is given, but for me to see, eyes are needed. Only when eyes are there, I can see. These eyes are called as golakas in Sanskritam. Okay, golaka. Okay, like don't think that gola means goal. Okay, because eyes are round. No, even ears are also called as golakas. Okay, hands are also called as golakas. Okay, so all our sense organs are either whether organs of perception or organs of action. Those instruments of actions are called golakas. So golakas means instruments, okay, of action or perception. Okay, but all these Jnanendriyas, again, like the important thing is that all these Jnanendriyas are cosmic in nature. Okay, we all get a portion of it. Okay, so then we have one little thing we'll cover, and then we go. Okay, close for today. Etesham. Can someone repeat after me? Etesham
Etesham
Panchatattvanam
Panchatattvanam
Samashti
Samishti
Satvikamshat
Tattvikamshat
Mano
Mano
Buddhi
Buddhi
Ahankara
Ahankara
Chitta
Chitta
Antaha
Antaha
Karanani
Karanani
Sambhutani
Sambhutani
Sankalpa
Sankalpa
Vikalpa
Vikalpa
Atmakam
Atmakam
Manaha
Manaha
Nischaya
Nishchaya
Atmika
Atmika
Buddhihi
Buddhihi
Aham
Aham
Karta
Karta
Ahankaraha
Ahankarha
Chintana
Chintana
Kartru
Kartru
Chittam
Chittam.
Manaso
Manaso.
Devata
Devata.
Chandramaha
Chandramaha.
Buddhe
Buddhe.
Brahma
Brahma.
Ahankarasya
Ahankarasya.
Chittasya
Chittasya.
Vasudevaha.
Vasudevaha.
Okay. So again, what did it say? Etesham. Okay. Among these, from these Panchatattvanam. Okay. Panchatattvanam is from these 5 elements. Okay. Among these 5 elements. Okay. Samashti. Samashti means all. Okay. Cumulative. Satvikamshat. All the Satvikamshat. Cumulative Satvikamshat means Sattva Amsha of Akasha, Sattva Amsha of Vayu, Agni, Apaha, Prithvi. All these put together, all these 5. Okay. Etesham Panchatattvanam, from these 5 tattvas, Samashti Satvika Amshat. Okay. Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara. Actually, it said Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chittani. So it said Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara, and then Chitta. Chitta came last. Okay. So these Chitta, Antahkaranani. So together they called it as Antahkarana. Okay. Antahkarana, Sambhutani. Sambhutani means are born. Sambhuta. Earlier we saw Sambhutaha. Sambhuta means singular. Sambhutani means plural. Okay. Sambhutani. Okay. And then it said, okay, mind's definition is given. Sankalpa, Vikalpa, Atmakam, Manaha. The one that makes a resolution, Sankalpa, and breaks the resolution, Vikalpa. Vikalpa also means modification of that thought also. Okay. Sankalpa, Vikalpa. Atmakaha. Atmaka means nature. Okay. So the nature of mind is one that keeps on making resolutions and keep on modifying it or breaking it. Then Nischayatmika, the one that is resolute, is Buddhi. Ahankarta, I am the doer. Okay, that is Ahankara. Chintana. Chintana means reflecting. Okay, to reflect something, you need to recollect something. So that means that you need to poke into your memories. Okay, so that ability to poke into your memories and that is called Chintana Kartrum. Okay, the one who does Chintana is Chittam. Okay, and for this Manas, Manaso Devata Chandrama. Okay, the presiding deity of Manas is Chandra. Okay, so that's why like on Purnami day, we say that people get a little bit more emotional, right? And Buddhe Brahma. For Buddhi, it is Brahma. So anytime you see Brahma, Dirgha is there, that means it is four-headed Brahma, that we said, right? Ahankara, Rudra. Okay, so typically when you think about Rudra, he is an angry person. So when you say like, okay, I am the doer, okay, so in there's a little bit of a pride. And if you try to negate me, I'm not happy about it. Okay, so Ahankarasya Rudraha. Chittasya, okay, for Chitta, for memories, it is Vasudeva. Okay, so what we will do is that we will pause here for today, and we will cover these definitions of Antakarana a little bit more. Okay, now the word Antakarana, see what happens is Karana means instruments. These instruments are internal. Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara are internal. As a result, they are called Antakarana. Okay, so whereas the opposite of Antakarana is Bahishkarana. Okay, Bahishkarana sometimes actually like in colloquial is basically like punishing someone to get out of the country or get out of the kingdom. That was also called as Bahishkarana. But Bahishkarana, Karana is instruments of action, instruments of perception, which is organs of action and organs of perception, which are basically Karmendriyas and Jnanendriya-s. They are called as Bahishkarana. And Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara are called as Antakarana together. Okay, so I'll stop, and if you have any questions, I'll address them, and then we will revisit the aspects of the definitions of mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. So those are the slightly important ones. The differentiation between these two, I mean these four. Okay. So I'll pause here. So any questions or thoughts?
I mean, one aspect, so the mind is synthesizer of various perceptions from Indriyas, right? So similarly, is there like, coverage of context, like, the internal influences such as like various chemicals that are produced and as a result, the mind actually has to synthesize that as well, such as hormones and so, right?
Mhm. Yeah. So what happens is that, see, when we are talking about mind, okay, we are talking about sukshma sharira, causal body, sorry, subtle body. When we are talking, so just like we said, right, ability to see versus the eyes. Eyes are in sthula. These are sthula means physical. Okay, eyes are sthula, physical, and they're called bodhaka. The ability to see that is what you call as a sukshma. Okay, so that is a subtle body. In the same way, mind or like mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, we differentiated it to like four aspects of antakarna, but like together, like sometimes when you use mind, it includes all four. Okay. So for this mind, the golaka for this mind is brain. Okay. So the golaka is brain, mind is sukshma sharira, the brain is sthula sharira. Okay. So now what is happening is that this sthula sharira, say like when my physical eye, if it is closed, no matter how much my ability to see is, I cannot see. Okay, so the organ, the vision, right? The Jnanendriya is not functioning because the Karmendriya, I mean the physical Godaka is closed. Now, in the same way, what happened is that when, let's say, a substance like such as like a drug or I don't know, like maybe like these, we're talking about, if you're let us say something like a chemicals as in like what do you call like a physical drugs like as like heroin, etc. Those are ingested. What happened? They, as a chemical, they are blocking the ability to the functioning of the brain. Because the functioning of the brain is covered, it is stopped, the mind doesn't get proper input. So the ability to think also is gone because the blocking is happening at a physical level. Okay. So I have the ability to see.
So would you consider hormones as the hindrance or blockers?
Yes, so they are.
To,
So they are these hormones, etc. What are they doing is that they are physically affecting the brain, right? Because they are affecting the brain, they are affecting the instrument using which the mind is sitting on, right? So because the instrument is bad, mind cannot function very well because the inputs are gone, okay, and it is getting a different input than what it is really. Okay, so like if you sometimes like maybe like 5 to 10 years ago when we had these um, online calls, okay, like WebEx, etc. What used to happen is that you see the audio and the video, there will be gap. Okay, so the you'll hear the sound first and later on the mouth movement you see. Okay, and it is very incoherent. Okay, because two different channels, right? Audio channel is different and video channel is different, and two different channels, and the audio has come first, video is coming later. So then I cannot make anything out of it, even though I know that you are the one who is speaking. Okay, it would confuse. So in the same way, so in the same way, what is happening is that these when even at a like just like whatever is happening at a physical level outside, in the mind level, I mean like at an internal body level, these organs are sending different signals to the brain which are different from the reality that is happening. So because of that, the mind is perceiving things differently than what they are, and as a result, it is making different types of decisions. Does that help a bit?
Yeah, it does. I mean, but in some sense, the elements are naturally exhibiting their characteristics.
Mhm. So elements, when you're saying elements, what do you mean by elements in your?
At the very basic level,
Mhm.
these chemicals are elements, right? So even if you like just a drop of water,
Mhm.
it has certain characteristics. I mean,
Yes.
uh,
Yeah. So, yeah, like, I mean, like, say anything that is happening in nature has got some characteristics. So, what we perceive are good or bad is subject to our interpretation, right? So, uh, and based upon our physical structure, right? Like our physical structure or our mental composition or whatever, certain things are good for us, and certain things don't work for us. Okay. So, for example, like fire is there. Fire is an element, and we have a fire element in us, but excess fire is going to burn the body. Okay. Similarly, excess water also is going to drown the body and it is going to kill. Okay. Excess, even earth, right? I mean, like, so if the body is taken, like water is taken out of water is taken out of this body, it drains, then that also is going to kill, right? Excess solid matter also is going to kill. So anything needs to be in balance. So that balance is defined based upon each type of object. So like as a human being, as an object, we have particular balance. And if that balance is upset through anything at like at a micro level or at a macro level, that is going to have a negative impact on us.
yeah, that makes sense. And that balance itself is very difficult equation, I would imagine.
Yes. True. We'll close then. पूर्णमतः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Thanks everyone. See you all next week.